Hi, how are you doing? Today I'm going to talk about how we can do multiple creative outlets and art forms justice. Of course, I want to do everything. I want to do everything every day, and I want to put my full energy into every creative outlet that I am doing. The truth is, the day only has 24 hours, so it's not really possible. So, what can I do about that? What do I do actually? It's compartmentalizing. What exactly do I mean with that? So, whenever I focus on one area, I will try to do little bits and bobs in the other areas. So, a lot of my energy, most of my energy, goes into the creative area that I'm working on at that time. But I will allow or will actually schedule little periods of time per day or per week so that I can maintain, for example, my skills level where I am with the other area. For example, if I cannot focus on singing at the time, I will still practice every day just for a little bit. I will do some vocalizing, and throughout the day, I'm sure I will just sing because I can't help it. If writing is something I can't focus at the moment because I'm working on in another area, then I will still write my morning pages. And if you don't know what the morning pages are, I will link a video below in the description box where I explain what the morning pages are. Super fantastic tool in general. But for me, it keeps my writing vein just flowing. And for me, that's enough for whenever I am not focusing on writing. If I'm not focusing on acting, for example, I will still listen to other actors, how they approach character development. I will try to just get some input from wherever. I will most likely read a play or read a screenplay on the side. But what I will definitely always do, I will keep my inspiration journal with me at all times. And whenever I observe people behaving in an interesting way, talking in an interesting way, maybe the mannerism is in some ways interesting or inspiring, I will put that into my journal, and then I can think about those things whenever I take a walk, and maybe I have already an idea for a new character that I will be playing in the near future. And so this is going to continue. I will probably also try out one or another character in between that I have already worked on. A monologue I will repeat sometimes in between, just little bits, and it shouldn't take too long per day because I will still need most of my energy for the other project, for the main project that I'm working on. When it comes to directing, I will most likely, so whenever I'm not directing, whether it's theater or film, I will probably watch a masterclass. I will watch a video, a short clip where a director is talking about how they approached a film or a play that they did direct. So it's something to finding some inspiration, and it doesn't mean that I have to do everything all the time at the same time, because that's simply not possible. And I'm sure this all sounds quite a bit much for one day, and I agree with that. It is. It definitely is. And I have to admit that it's not possible to do everything every single day. The things that I keep up are the things that need practice, that need training every single day, like an instrument, for example, or what I said before about singing. I will do a little bit, or the minimum that I have to do, so that I can maintain the skills level that I have already achieved. I don't want to waste all the time, all the money, all the energy that I've already put into it. So I will have to do that. And even though I like to say in my 20s that sleep is overrated. That is not true. I was totally wrong. Sleep is everything, especially with children, and I don't know, maybe it's an age thing as well, but sleep is totally everything, and you should never ever neglect sleep, really. So even if you're in your 20s and you think that sleep is not that important, yes, it is, definitely. And also, I mean, if I did everything every single day and to an extent that my family wouldn't see me anymore, they would probably pack my things and throw me out. So I like to avoid that, and I also want to keep my sanity intact. So I think what really helps is scheduling. And this might sound really boring, but it helps to keep up a certain routine. So you schedule every week and you schedule every day. So what I do is first I make a list where I write down what I want to achieve that week. Of course, the main focus goes to the main project, and the majority of my time will go there. So first I plan that, but I will allow each day a certain amount of time for all the other activities I want to do in order to either keep my skills level where it is or to just get some fresh air. Sometimes it's so helpful to just focus on another area for maybe 10 minutes to be fresh again for the main project that I'm working on. And my schedule also allows some periods that are not planned, because there are always things that happen that I can't plan. Maybe it's a student who needs an additional tutorial. Maybe another student needs an additional singing lesson because they decided to record something and one is just not enough in that week. And of course, that's fine with me usually, but I allow allow for flexibility in my schedule, of course, and also for flexibility in the sense of that I just do allow myself to do nothing in between. One of the hardest things, and I should definitely do a whole video just on that, to allow for doing nothing for a certain period of time per day. And that's why I should stop myself, because it is a full other video and I should go back to actually what I'm talking about. So this kind of schedule is mainly for everything that I'm doing professionally. But for example, cello, it's just my hobby. So that's something I would not necessarily need to put that much energy into, but I want to achieve a certain level, even though I only started last year. So I will definitely practice every single day, almost, because I allow myself one day off if I'm really exhausted, and I will practice only 6 days a week, and that's for all of the other areas as well. Meaning, so especially on the weekends, there's usually at least one day where I'm so exhausted after a long outdoorsy thingy that we did. And, I was not at home, so I couldn't practice during the day. So it will only be possible to practice in the evening. And that means if I'm too exhausted after that day, then so be it. I think that's okay. I will not unlearn everything that I have learned until this point. And I feel actually better. And oftentimes, but don't tell my teacher, I'm playing better the next day, because I accumulate my own pressure on myself, and the day off will release that. But that's me, and I don't know how you are. And yeah, saying that, if my way doesn't work for you, I mean, so be it. Don't put yourself under pressure. Don't beat yourself up. I'm not beating myself up about not sticking to my own plan 100%. This is the ideal case, of course. But I'm a human being and things happen. Life is unpredictable very often, as we know, especially now. And I have to yeah, I have to maintain a certain flexibility, and sometimes I have to take a rest because I don't feel well enough, and that's also fine. And because I'm still also a mother, and I also have to be there for my children, and I need a lot of energy for them, of course, like every parent does. So don't feel bad if this plan feels outrageous to you. I think for if you want to create your own plan how you can juggle all your multiple talents, your multiple passions, then it's about trial and failure, and you will find your way. Just this is just really a suggestion, and my way is still a work in progress. Probably in half a year I will do another video with another strategy that I have developed, and that works much better then. So stay open and just try out what is probably working for you. And if you can't juggle everything, so be it. Focus on those things that are most important at the time now, and allow enough time for everything else so that you don't feel too bad about neglecting all the other areas. But you're fine. I mean, it's a special thing that you're multi-talented. It's a special thing that you have so many passions. Not everybody is like that, and that's a good thing, and really no reason to beat yourself up about it. As I say so often, be kind to yourself. You're special. You all are special. Everybody who's watching, he's special, and that's a good thing. So I hope you liked this content today. I would really, really appreciate if you could share your experience with juggling multiple creative outlets, multiple talents, multiple passions in the comments down below. I invite you to this conversation because it's really precious for me, because I learn from you at least, I think much more actually than you learn from me. So please share your experiences, your ideas, and if you like this content, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, and we'll see each other very soon. Keep being creative, be wonderful, and stay healthy. See you very soon. Bye bye.